Hey there, folks. It's Jimmy Stewart here, hoping this is finding you all doing well. Well, today's video, we're going to do something just a little bit different, but not too much different, because we're going to go back to an item that's been around for quite a while, and an item from the good folks at Monoprice that I just had to get. Don't know why. Many of you, I'm sure, have seen the reviews I've done on the Monoprice Stage Right 15 watt here. This beast right here. Let me move the jazz here out of the way. This guy right here, the Stage Right 15. Now, I've done a couple of reviews on this particular amp, and if you have not seen those, please by all means check out the link up here. There's one that I did on the initial review of this amp, but I've had it for a couple of years now. And I also did a update mod type of video when I retubed this amp with JJ's, and I actually put a 3-spring reverb in it as well, just to upgrade it a bit, mod it a little bit. Again, you can check that out on the link too. But those videos have done quite well. Thank you so much for those that have watched. And again, if you haven't seen them, please check them out. And this has been my go-to amp here in the studio for doing almost all my reviews and all my demos. It's just a nice amp. Now, Monoprice has a number of amps. And one of the ones I always wanted to try but just never got around to pulling the trigger on was their 5-watt version of this, the Stage Right 5-watt amp. And that's a small amp, very much similar to this in looks, obviously smaller because it carries a 8-inch Celestion speaker. This has the 12-inch 7080 in it. So we're going to do a couple of things. First of all, I want to introduce you to the new addition to the studio here, and I'm talking about this guy right here. Ooh. Yes! This arrived yesterday, and this is the Stage Right 5-watt combo, all tube amp. Again, very similar to your 15-watt, but only a 5-watt with an 8-inch speaker. And this has got the 1x8 Celestion speaker in it. So we're going to open this guy up, check it out today. I made a little bit of rearrangement here because I got quite a few amps here. So I brought the positive grid up there on top of the old Mackie, and that sits up there. I don't use that all that often, as you probably are aware. I just like the tube amps. I don't think any of the modeling amps come close to a nice tube amp. I just don't. Okay, I tried. And I also have the Boss Katana over there, which I never even did a review on. Maybe I will do that at some time. We've got Susie out. Wake up, little Susie, wake up. Oh. Speaking of little Susie, man, it's been a rough month in the music world. Man, I tell you, first, Dusty Hill went out from ZZ Top. God bless you, Dusty. That was just about a month ago now. And then Don Everly from the Everly Brothers, just in the last week. And then, of course, Charlie Watts just recently as well. Oh, folks, it's just been very tough. Just in the last month, all those three. Just a shame. But that's what happens as we get older, I guess. And that's why I always say on my end of my videos, try to stay safe, try to stay healthy. And I know that's easier said than done. But you all know what I mean, I guess. It means that, try to take care of yourself. Try to stay safe. And take care of each other as well. Okay? That's what I mean at the end of my videos all the time. Alright, so we're going to get this opened up here. And as always, folks, even with little Susie here, make sure you put them away when you're done. which is what we're going to do here. Now, if this amp was packed correctly, and I like the way Monoprice does their packaging, this should be upside down in the box. And some people, I've actually heard people say, oh, they shipped my amp upside down. It should be. Especially on a tube amp, it should be in this box. It should be double boxed, and it is. And it should be upside down. And the reason for that is you got tubes hanging from sockets. And as they get banged around in shipment and moved around, you'd rather have those tubes sitting upright so that they don't fall out of the sockets if for some reason it got banged around like that. So that's the way the amp really should be set. And we'll just see if this one's the same way as the Monoprice that I came in before. This one was shipped exactly like that. And guess what? It is upside down in the box. Beautiful, Monoprice. Way to go. That's the way it should be. Nicely packaged with 2 boxes, double boxed. So I got the feet coming up first here. If I turn this upside down, it should come... Well, let me take it out of here first. See how that's in there upside down? That's the way it should be. Yes. And now it's right side up. Okay, so we'll put those boxes back. This little guy here. And there she is. A little 5-water. Now, these should be, I've read a lot of reviews on this already, but I wanted to try it myself. They are a nice little studio amp, especially if you're trying to get a lot of big growl, you know, for recording wise and all that kind of thing. And I'll go through the specs, of course, with you, but as you can see, it's the same color and the same design as its big brother, the 15 here. It's got 1 single input, and it does have the Intuition here. Now what this does is it acts almost like a low input, high input. So pushed in, you got like a 1 watt setting, and out it's the full 5 watts. This has got simply a volume and tone control. That's it. There's no other controls. And of course your on off switch and your on power on light here. Now there's no effects channel on this, so we'll be using the effects from the floor when we play this particular amp. And it does have an external speaker out, which is great, because what you can do with this is you can hook it up to a separate cabinet, hook it up to a different amp, and use the speakers from that if you would like, instead of the 8-inch that is in here. There's your little owner's manual and your cord, and good to go. This is equipped with a Celestion Super 8 speaker, and that should go just like so, at least for now. I'll do some rearranging, maybe put it someplace else, but for right now, for today's video, we're going to have it right there. And this, again, is your basic manual here. This is the 611705, that's the model number. And a little user's manual. Very nice. I'm not going to go through it, but basically you got it's 5 watts, 80 hertz to 10 hertz. 8 to 16 ohms. It includes the 1 ECC83, which is a 12AX7 preamp tube, and a 1 6V6 GT power tube. Now that is different than this. This includes the EL84s. This includes a 6V6. So kind of based on the Fender Champ chassis, Fender Champ type of electronics. So it should be more, let's say, Fender-y sounding, which should be really nice for single coils. We're going to try it with a few different guitars. We'll try it with some humbuckers, we'll try it with some P90s, and we'll try it with some single coils. But it should be pretty nice on the single coil side of the house, which is the main reason I was looking at it. So anyway, we will take a look at how this is going to be. It's a cool looking amp. Again, just like your Monoprice 15. I'm going to pop that in the box as well. Let me get rid of this box. And there we have it. So let me go ahead and get this plugged in, and we'll throw a few guitars at it and see what kind of sound we got from the little 5-watt Stage Right Monoprice valve amp. Be right back, folks. Now I will go over, like I said, I'll do an up-close video of this amp. We'll go over some of the features. And again, just wanted to quickly point out that this is a 12-inch by 12.2 by 8.3 size cabinet. And it is 13.2 pounds. So fairly light, but actually fairly heavy for a little guy. Okay, so again, I will get this plugged in. We'll do some tone checks with some different guitars and see how this little guy sounds. All right, so let's take a closer look at it. Okay, so here's the up-close video of the 611705 model number of the Stage Right 5-watt combo from the good folks at Monoprice. Now this, again, is a 5-watt cabinet. The cabinet itself is 12 inches by 12.2 inches by 8.3 inches deep. This is equipped with Celestion Super 8 speaker. And again, this has one input over here. Single input. You do have your intuinator here, which shoots it from 1 to 5 watts. A simple volume and tone with the chicken head knobs, just like you have on the 15. You have a simple on-off switch and your light to tell you that it's on. Again, built very, very similar to the 15 watt, which is right there. As you can see, it's got the same Tolex. Nicely done. There's no tears, there's no rips. It's got a leather handle up here, which is a nice feature on these. Your metal side pieces, corner pieces. The Celestion badge on the front. And I'm just going to swing this around for you. There's your sides. Now those screws are what's holding your chassis in up top. And you can see this is an open back, again, like the 15 watt. And you can see up here, you've got an external speaker cabinet for 8 to 16 ohms. Your standard power cable coming out. And this power cable seems to be, I'm going to say it's probably 3, maybe 4 feet. Plenty enough, I think. And there you have it. I'm not going to open it up. There's lots of reviews where they actually take this amp apart. If you're interested in all the geek stuff, you can take a look at that. But again, this has a 12AX7 in the preamp section and a single 6V6 GT in the power tube section. And these are supposed to be equipped now with the JJ. So I do want to take a look at that and see if that in fact is the case. And I think we could probably take a look just by looking down here. We shouldn't have to take the back panel off. I don't know if I can see it from here. Hard to tell, but they're supposed to be. I know the new 15 watts are being equipped with the JJs, and you can see this is brand new. This was made in April of 2021, so it's only a few months old. Quality control passed. This was boxed very, very well, as you saw in the unboxing. So yeah, again, I'll get this hooked up and we will take a couple of tone samples here. There it is. In comparison to the 15 watt, you can see it's much smaller. But I was looking for something, you know, to have as an additional, and maybe bring it upstairs when I need to practice on something. But it will probably stay down here in the studio as well. And last week when I was on the Monoprice site, they had their 20% off all amps sale going on, and I think that's continuing to go on until like the 31st of August. So if you're interested in any of these amps, I'm not sure what's currently in stock now, but this was, and the 15 watt was, and I think their 30 watt head was, their speaker cabinets were. So 20% off. So I got this for like $94, which was a great buy, and I had to pull the trigger. So here it is, new addition to the studio. Okay, let's do some checks with this. Okay, so you've seen the up close of the new 5 watt here. I'm going to try it off because the guitar is sitting right here. I'm going to try it off first with the Jazzmaster, and we'll just see. Now this has got the Jazzmaster pick. Let me get rid of Susie here. Put her over there for a moment because I want to grab this. And we're going to, it's a little sticky in here today. It's been very, very, very hot and humid. So we're working tough to get the humidity down in the studio here. So let me get this tuned up quickly. Alright. Okay, well, let's see what we got. Now I'm going to run through my whole tone here just so I can add a few effects. This has got no effects rack on it, so I'm going to go straight in from the front. Again, all you have on this is a volume and tone, and I'm just going to use a completely clean patch here with just a small amount of reverb. And this is in the 1 watt setting. Oh. Now I was honestly expecting this to sound a bit boxy, and it's, you know, but it doesn't sound boxy at all. It could be because I have it up a little bit. The bass sounds pretty tight. I like it, not boomy or... Now I'm in the middle position here on the Jazzmaster. So I'm just getting rid of the reverb there. Still got a little delay. Let's take the delay off as well. So here's clean. The pickups on the Jazzmaster. These pickups are just wonderful. Got that spank. There's the bridge. at about 3 now, and on the tone I'm at around 3. Let's bring the tone up to around 5. Wow, that's got a ton of bite. That's all the way up. That'll take your head off. Again, I'm on the 1 watt setting here. I'm going to bring that treble back down here. Now I got the volume just over the halfway mark. I'm going to try the rhythm circuit up here. Add a little reverb to it. And just a little bit of delay. Wow, I really like the sound of this. This is nice. All right, let's dime it up here. Still get some pretty nice cleans all the way up on the 1 watt. Interesting. Alright, so let's bring this back down. I'm going to go to the 5 watt setting now. so that's very loud. Alright, so let's change guitars now and see if we can come up with this was on the Jazzmaster pickups. Let's see what it sounds like strictly on some single coils. Alright, so we're going to play a few things here with the 338 and see what it sounds like with a set of humbuckers. Like I get the guitar about halfway up, and again my volume is at about 3 and 3 on the amp. I'm in the 1 watt setting. Really brings out the difference in the pickups on here. So here's in your bridge. And the neck. And the both. Pretty nice. Wow. Sounds good. It's been a while since I played this, and I'm liking it again. Haven't played the old 338 for a while. Wow. Folks, this little amp is something. It sounds very, very good. Now, understanding I just took this out of the box less than 15 minutes ago. Speaker obviously will sound much better, or even better, once it's broken in. But I'm extremely pleased so far with this little guy. Wow. Again, it came in very good condition. It came in boxed perfectly. There is no tears, there is no wrinkles. This looks great. And it was $94 under a Benjamin for a true JJ tubed 8-inch Celestion speaker, a true valve amp, 5-watt. Again, people compare these all the time with something like a 5-watt Champ or something like that. Again, I'm not comparing it to that. It's not a Fender Champ. A Fender Tweed Champ right now is costing you $1,000. This was $94. So, I can't complain whatsoever. If you're looking for something small for the studio, something small to practice with, it gets plenty loud. I would almost bring this to a practice even with a drummer. I think it would be fine. And if you're not, you could always drop a mic in front of it, or take the big brother, the 15-watt. This has got the 112 in it. Or both of these amps have external cabinet out jacks. Pick up an external cabinet, put whatever you want in there, and you're good. So we're going to have to give that a try on the next video. Let's see what it sounds like on an external cab. Let's see what we got going on with either one of these particular amps. I think they're both wonderful. I think they're both great. Check them out on Monoprice, and there is a 20% off right now. I think it goes to the 31st of August. I'm not sure what's left in stock, but check it out. So we're going to wrap it up for today, folks. Thank you ever so much for stopping into the channel. Thank you so much for subscribing as well. And if you're still on the fence about subscribing, again, come on over to the good side. Would love to have you on board. It's Jimmy Stewart saying so long. Thank you so much. And until next time, stay healthy, take care of yourselves, take care of each other, and we'll talk to you all again very, very soon. Bye-bye for now.